I have to just add, since WOW is the topic of the whole speech, I guess, or getting to know each other, everything I have written down here is what I really wanted to talk about until I came home from work tonight. And I just have to say, wow. I think Jeff made a comment and it just hit me like, this is life. You know, he said, how come every Wednesday one of our kids does something? Every Wednesday, it never fails. And I said, well, it does happen, but it happens every day. I think it's just the relevance of Wednesday. This has become such a priority to us. Like, I think we look more forward to our Wednesdays here than we've ever looked forward to anything, anywhere that we've ever done. And it was a wow moment because I was like, you're right, something does happen every Wednesday. And then I was like, something happens every day with our kids. You just realize that it's every Wednesday. So welcome to reality. But okay, so I'm just gonna read this because I'm not a very good speaker in front of people and it's just easier, but okay. Don't get angry or cut people down who don't do what you want them to do. Inspire them. That's what Pastor Rob said this Sunday in church. It was very, very ironic to me, so I made that my topic tonight because there's a lot of things that I struggle with. I struggled in this business before we ever started this business. I struggled in our relationship. I struggled in parenting. I struggled in all kinds of things. And what I've noticed is that since we started this Bible study, the struggles, they haven't gone away, but I can deal with them. So that inspirational moment I had was kind of cool. But okay, this was the answer for me to a question I asked the other day. I'm actually going to come back to that. Struggles are never for nothing or anything, if you want to talk about proper English, which is how life is. It's never proper. Every struggle you face has a purpose. The word purpose, it's everywhere now. Everywhere I look, everywhere I turn, somebody says there's a purpose. You have a purpose. I have a purpose. We have a purpose. It's just like everywhere. And I learned the word purpose here. I thought that had a big purpose. While it has a literal meaning, it has such a deeper meaning now. You see, I do believe in purpose. I think you have a purpose, you serve a purpose, you are on purpose, and you do things on purpose. I don't really think I ever had been or still don't think I'm searching for purpose. To tell a little bit about my life, I grew up with a wonderful family. I had amazing parents. My mom is my best friend in the whole wide world and has always been my everything. My dad worked to support us with everything he could to do to make life as good for us as possible. I have 3 older brothers, so you can imagine how fun that was. I'm a spoiled princess, and yes, he knew that before we got married, so don't feel sorry for him. Let's see. I am the youngest of 4 and the only girl. And let's see. But I truly do believe that I have always known what my purpose was in life. All I ever wanted to be was a wife and a mom. My mom taught me that I could do anything I wanted. I always had support to go for whatever I wanted, but I always was blessed to have a mom who wasn't afraid for me. She let me make mistakes and helped me get back up again and face the consequences for the mistakes that really mattered the most. And I think in life that was one of the biggest lessons that I've learned since I became a parent, was that you can't do everything for your kids. You have to let them mess up. You have to let them make mistakes and learn from them. And now I'm finding that these things I'm using in our business. You can't go out and build a business for people and expect that business to be a success for them. Because your success can never be somebody else's success. It's got to be something they want and they go after. And that's a really hard lesson to learn. But if you think back on things, you learn big lessons when you're little. Your parents teach you, your teachers teach you. And I think the biggest lesson, I said, I now know, I'm gonna go back a second. I know as parents, as a wife, and as an adult, how hard that was for my mom. I believe if you do it for someone else, you're protecting them from something that might present the biggest opportunity to them in their life. I wasn't really sold on the idea of BEFORE, but I thank God every day that He was. Because there were so many things about BEFORE that I truly believe saved my life. I think that I had shut down on so many of my dreams and ideas because I lost something somewhere along the way. And at that event, when I was sitting next to LaDonna, I found out that I didn't lose anything. I was just afraid to hold on to that thing. I thought it could be taken away from me. I thought it could be changed, but what I realized is I hold my own dreams. I make my own dreams. I have the ability to do anything I want if I try. And sometimes I'm gonna fail, and it's awful to fail. But the things I've learned through failing have been the biggest victorious moments of my life, and I'm forever grateful for that. So I do want to say thank you to you guys for being so willing, I guess, to take the time to invest in me, and I appreciate that. So that brings me to my answer I received on Sunday morning to the question I asked myself earlier that week when a good friend of mine who was in the business with us, and I never could get her to try, and I never understood it, and it was so frustrating. She went on to other ideas, and I've been pretty angry about that, I think, deep down, even though I don't want to say I'm angry, because she's a great friend. We've been friends for 26 years, and I realized I was letting an opportunity that I believe is there to help people. I was letting it ruin something instead of letting it help me with her. She posted something on my wall I thought was ironic, and she's doing another opportunity, like I said, and she posted on my wall how much I inspire. And I thought that was so funny because I even asked, how does she say I inspire her? Why, if I inspire her, how come she's not doing this? And the answer that I got from somebody was, maybe you should ask her that. If I inspire you so much, how come you aren't here to do this with me? And I said, no, because I'm not a confrontational person, whatever. But I still kept thinking about it and worrying about it and dwelling on it. And then Sunday morning, when Pastor Rob said that, I truly believe that God said, listen, this is your answer. It's all around you. I truly believe this business is to help people. And since I'm back to that belief, the first person you have to help in this business is yourself. You have to help yourself understand what your purpose is, what the meaning of everything is, and why you're doing something before anything makes sense. And it doesn't always happen how you hope it happens. But if you can hold on to your dreams and remember why you started doing things, the reason I decided to go forward in this business was because of the awakening I had with my heart. And I was so touched when I saw so many people changing lives. I wanted to be a part of that, and I wanted my life to be like those people I saw on stage and all those great stories, and I couldn't wait to share it with everybody. The minute you walk outside of a door of a good feeling, there's all these bad feelings that just can take over in a matter of seconds. And so my wow is really to express to you guys how everybody has the opportunity to have a wow moment every single day with everything you do. And today, ironically, was like the best day ever. I was so excited because I have my $8 bargain shirt that just made me feel so good. I got it today. I know, you laugh. It's the little things. I was so proud of this shirt. And I'm telling you, last night I went to bed like, I can't wait to get dressed tomorrow. I can't wait. I feel pretty, and I got jewelry, and it's gonna be the greatest day ever. And I got up today, and I got dressed, and I did not dry my hair or anything, and it just happened, and I was like, hey, I love it, you know? And I even posted on Facebook. It's just one of those days, and I honestly every day that I have something good, I always remember the things that we learned in here. And they said, when you have good things happen, thank God. And that was my first thought, was thanks God. It's such a daily common thing for me, but it's still something that I forget more often than I should. But today was a thank God moment. And I got to work, and there were flowers and a card and a gift card in it for me. And do you understand? I've never in my life gotten anything of tangible gratification for jobs that I've done. And my boss brought flowers because I wasn't even aware of this, but it's administrative assistant, whatever, day or whatever. And I was like, man, could this day get any better? And then my computer broke. But that's life. It's like, wow, you know?
I don't have to work. Yeah!
No, it was awful. It was awful. Because I love my job because it's such a challenge and it's hard. And for me to do something challenging, it feels good, you know? But at the same time, it is hard. Everything I do is hard. And I'm glad. Because what I realized is when life gets easy, it's really boring. And it's also very easy to take things for granted. And I don't ever want to take any of my time, my friends. I've never had friends like we have since we started this Bible study. And when Jeff's dad passed away, it was overwhelming how much love I felt from all of you guys. And I don't know if I actually officially got to say thank you to everybody, but thank you. Thank you for being my wow. Every time we go to events, every time we come to church, everything, I'm just reminded of how grateful I am and how wonderful everything has become because I was open to receive it. So I think if I could say anything to help anybody, I would say be open. Don't shut down. Don't ever give up. And don't be afraid to listen to people who have ideas that you may not necessarily agree with or be interested in, because you never know when they might change your life. So